Hey everybody, welcome back to Justice for Animals. Sorry, it's been a while since we actually uploaded another video. It's just been a little bit hectic. But yeah, we have a new group of channels to look at, so let's get into it, shall we? Let us start with the first channel, which is Rescue Pets, shall we? As it will be the quickest one out of them all anyway. So basically we had two videos for this channel. One was taken down, but the other still remains. The first video was published on August 17, 2019. The other one was published a few days later on August 21st, 2019. And as you can actually tell, this is apparently a channel based in the US from what we're showing you in the screenshot. The strange thing is, YouTube decided to take a video down for violations of the terms of service, and yet the channel remains. It's kind of like how Animals Healthcare actually got taken down twice but still managed to get back up, despite the evidence we all have against them. The next one I'm calling out is Macaques Are Vermin Pests. This is one of the many channels that are basically re-uploading videos that are done in Cambodia, I believe is one of the regions. They basically get videos from these channels, re-uploading them, and what these videos contain is monkey torture. It's almost like some kind of weird ass torture porn fetish. They love to actually look at these videos of monkeys being beaten, slapped around, and just brutally tortured in the most gruesome ways possible. And it is horrific. But yeah, I'm not going to show you any videos to this. I'm just going to show you a couple of screenshots, and also I'm going to direct you to a channel called Yardfish because he done some amazing videos on this and you should really go watch them. The person in particular actually tried to start out a channel as one of these horror YouTube channels, but he ended up doing a few videos on this because he actually feels the same way as we do. We want this to stop. So yeah, just go watch him, give him a like, give him a subscribe, do whatever you can, just give him the support he actually deserves. So we also came across another podcast called Off the Leash, which basically hosts a woman named Hannah who belongs to the group End the Trend, also known as End Primate Abuse. We recommend giving that a listen, and also a fair shout out to Charlie Moore for allowing them the platform. And also for them for speaking up about this, because it really is something that needs to be recognised more widely so it can be stopped. But yeah, major respect to them both. And speaking of, here are a couple of images we actually found. We tried to find more, but there are not that many because a lot of the channels are still pretty small. However, we know that YouTube knows about the monkey abuse because they've been giving them awards. Here's an issue I have with YouTube. They're allowing people to change their country region. So if for example I want to actually change to Jamaica, I can tell people I'm from Jamaica. If I want to tell people I'm from Vietnam, I can say Vietnam. Why would I want to do that though? And why should I do that and mislead my audience? You guys watch me, I'm not going to lie about where I'm from. I'm from the UK. More specifically, I'll tell you now, I'm from Scotland. I'm not going to lie about that. You can tell by my accent I'm from Scotland. But the fact is, these people do lie. They basically say they're from the US when indeed they're from Vietnam or Cambodia for some reason. Like that's affecting their views or something. I don't know what they're trying to do, but it just seems ridiculous that YouTube are allowing it. This is Wilz Wilz, and this person claims to be an educational YouTube channel to combat dog homelessness and stuff like that, pretty much, and disease in dogs. However, what we're about to show you is not anywhere close to that. These are all the 4 different channels, and as you can actually see, they have the same playlist on them as well. Now to get to the actual issue, which is the contents of the channel. Before I do that, I actually want to show you something else. So, I showed you this earlier. This is just a guy sitting in front of a camera, right? With the mask on and the glasses. Well, look at the title. You'll notice something very interesting that doesn't add up. Are you seeing the same thing I am? The laughing emojis. These are literally laughing emojis. The man finds this funny. Shall I read it to you? Dogs kill monkey, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Monkeys kill dogs, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Laugh from your heart. Laughing, laughing. Dog fight, laughing, laughing. The most beautiful videos of pets and children. Dogs kill monkeys, laughing. Monkeys kill dogs, laughing. Dogs kill cats, crying. Does that make any sense? Doesn't to me. And then at the very bottom it's got dog fight. This channel is not an education thing to actually stop animal abuse, as the man said, and I will read that to you as well. Wilz Wilz aims to protect pets, the homeless in the streets without any protection or booster, and I directly mean dogs and cats, homeless. But after watching what happens between these pets in terms of fighting that leads to the death of these animals, and after searching for the reasons that lead to the fight between these animals until death, I found that among the most important of these reasons are the following. 1. Hunger. The hunger that drives these pets to a fierce fight for a meal, which leads to the death of these animals in order to get food or even eat others. Human psychopaths. Some people are psychopaths who raise these dogs and take them to the streets and search for the poor homeless cats and release dogs to kill them. I found that these 2 reasons are the main reasons behind the suffering of these poor homeless pets. So I created this channel on YouTube in order to view the suffering of these animals. Find soluti, meaning solution. This, by the way, is another video I'm showing you that basically contains a spotted jaguar. I had to actually look it up and do a little bit of investigation, and I'll show you the difference now.
ثواني استطاعت الكلاب ان هي تصيب نمر الجاكور بإصابة بالغة جعلته جالس على الأرض.
So what I'm basically showing you is that the jaguar basically has bigger spots and they're wider apart, whereas the leopard spots are closer together and smaller. And there's no way a tiger, as the title suggests. At the start of the video you can actually tell that the jaguar seems to be fine. It's just minding its own business. Then all of a sudden, later in the video it starts to get weaker and weaker, not because of the dogs attacking, but it's like it was shot or something. I can't fully prove that because it's actually really terrible footage, but I can actually say that jaguars don't get weakened quite easily like that. There's something wrong, so it definitely wasn't the dogs that actually killed the jaguar. Now let's go back to that monkey one for a minute, shall we? And this is the only footage I'm going to be showing from that video, by the way, just so you know.
خناقة قايمة بين النسناس والكلب وبدأ النسناس يهاجم صاحبه. خرج النسناس الثاني.
So tell me, did you hear the inserted laughter that actually just took place in that video? That wasn't in the video. That was him placing the laugh track over the video. Let's hear one more time, shall we?
وبدأ النسناس يهاجم صاحبه. خرج النسناس الثاني.
The reason we can tell this is obviously because of the fact that you can't hear the video itself, you just hear that track being played. Basically, there are 4 channels. 2 of them had dogfighting videos and 2 of them don't, but they all are linked to each other via the playlists. The images that are linked to each other are numbered from 1 to 5, so you'll actually see which ones are linked to which. The top left one, he is actually wearing a white hood with a black mask and the black glasses, and the rest is visible, and these are all the channels. These are many of the videos that he actually has on 2 channels, and also there's a video in particular I find intriguing because it contains animal abusers that pit snakes against dogs. And the 3 channels are called Cobra Carving, King Cobra and Cobra Giant. So for the Mike Brown channel, we use a website called Playboard, and we're going to be using it for other ones. We're going to be using it for this one especially. The Cobra Giant and the Cobra Carving channels. Unfortunately we couldn't think King Cobra, but yeah, it is what it is. So I'm going to be showing you some deleted video titles that we have. What we're basically showing you is that Wilz Wilz actually showed a video that belonged to an animal abuse channel. But that's that for this section anyway. There is more for those channels, but that will come in a different time. Before I move on, I'd like to actually just say that snakes are actually beautiful creatures, not like what these people are portraying them as. They're not monsters, they don't attack every living thing they see. They're beautiful. Much of the time snakes don't actually attack unless they're provoked, but what these channels are showing is ridiculous. They're just stories made up to get your attention pretty much. So 3 of the channels have names. You have Animal Fight Club, Cinema Club and Manal Salami. The one that doesn't have another name is Wilz Wilz. Another thing I'd like to add is on January the 19th, Wilz Wilz disappeared from YouTube. It came back just recently, like within the past few days pretty much. Anyway, moving on, I'd like to give another shout out to Yardfish, Off Leash and the group for End Primate Abuse, or as their hashtag goes, End the Trend. Please give them as much support as you can.